Hey folks, Cynthia Deeren here. How has the COVID-19 pandemic affected your business? You might be feeling as though everything's about to collapse around you and you're not sure what the next step is. Or perhaps you've been able to identify new opportunities because of the crisis, but you're not sure how to make them a reality. A bunch of you have told me that you could use extra support to make sense of what's going on and to ensure that your business survives and even thrives during these tough times. My team and I have been looking for ways that we can make a real impact and help businesses, especially those that have taken a hit, to get through the crisis and to come out the other side stronger than before. We've come up with something that we believe will deliver real value to any business that needs help right now. As you know, the coronavirus pandemic is creating widespread panic and lots of uncertainty and stress for people, for companies, and for economies. This really is a crisis situation. And at times like these, business leaders have an incredible responsibility. Our decisions and our actions impact lots of people, our families, our employees, our clients, and of course, our communities. Now, although these days I spend most of my time helping companies to create game-changing international strategies, I'm no stranger to crisis. What many of you won't know is that between 2006 and 2010, I worked in Iraq, helping the US and British governments to get the country back on its feet. It was a really intense time. I worked in almost total lockdown for 4 years, and when I went out, I wore body armor and had an armed security detail with me. It was a little like living in a 4-star jail. I was rocketed. I was bombed. I lost 5 colleagues in a kidnapping and narrowly escaped being kidnapped myself. 4 of my colleagues never came back. And against that backdrop, every day I had to get up and I had to solve problems that no one had ever seen and come up with solutions that worked. Most of the challenges I faced at work in Iraq were not things that I'd ever had to deal with before. No one had. We had to figure out how to deliver billions of dollars of programs and support and advice to businesses and government, often when they didn't really want our help. And we had to do it with very limited resources. It was tough. And I learned that if I wanted to succeed, I had to improvise, adapt, and overcome. And that's my motto. If Iraq taught me anything, it was to face up to scary situations with calm and positivity and to attack big problems with creativity and speed. And I did it. I'm proud that I was able to help Iraqi businesses and government to start working again after 30 years of isolation and a decade of war. So what does that have to do with you? I understand that what many of you are going through right now is one of the most uncertain and stressful situations that you've ever faced. And I want to reassure you, you will come through this, and you'll do it a lot better if you stay calm, you stay positive, and you take bold, decisive action. This is not the time to let COVID-19 derail your business. Even if you're in a sector that's been shut down, now is the time to focus forward. What we're offering is unlimited access to my time and my team's time whenever you need it. You can book a session with me or one of our advisors whenever you need help with the challenges you're facing, whether that's around mindset, surviving lockdown, working remotely, managing cash flow, boosting sales, keeping your team motivated and momentum flowing, or continuing to service your clients in international markets. When you can't travel, we've got you covered. Because we know that this crisis may last for a while, we're making our time available for the next 12 months. We usually charge upwards of $42,000 to work with business owners one-on-one over the course of a year. But because these are extraordinary times, they call for an extraordinary response. I've decided to make this help available to the first 10 companies who tell me they need it for only $997. That's unlimited access to as much help and advice as you need for a year for less than $1,000. How does it work? Well, first of all, you need to click below to enroll in the crisis support package today. You'll get an email from me with a link to my calendar so that we can have our first session as soon as you need it. And that first session is 30 minutes long to make sure that this is right for you. During that call, we'll come up with a custom plan to help you ensure your business survives and thrives during the lockdown. And if on that first call, either of us feel as though it's not the right fit, I'll refund your money right away so there's no risk to you. At the end of our call and at the end of every session that we do, we'll agree on action steps that will move you forward and keep you accountable. And after each call, I'll send you a recording of our session and confirmation of your action steps and a link to schedule your next call. Now, once your action steps are complete, you can schedule your next 15-minute session. So for example, let's say we do a session on a Wednesday and you go away and do your action steps right after that session. You can schedule your next call with me for the very same day. So this truly is unlimited support. And don't worry, if you get stuck on the action steps or you need extra support between calls, I'm just an email away. Folks, click here just below to register for the crisis support package for $997. Creative problem solving and crisis management is what I do and what my team does. We understand how to size up an unprecedented scenario, how to take it apart, identify the challenges, and come up with a lateral solution that can be put in place quickly. I'm also passionate about helping businesses succeed because this is the only way we'll keep economies afloat. Government bailouts won't do it. If you need help and you want to work with people who know how to survive and thrive in a crisis, click on the link below to access our crisis support package today. In the meantime, take care, keep smiling, and I hope we speak soon.